Hey, we're a little bit early, but it's okay. It's okay. I got tired of waiting. I've been here on my own, and I wanted to get the stream started, but it's okay. We won't start anything important until the actual time. But here we are in the desert, back where we left off last week, and I look at this place. It's huge now. I expanded it out. And look how tiny I am. But yeah, this huge platform now extends out all the way that it needs to. And we've been getting some wandering traders from here, which has been quite nice. We have Waddle in the chat right now. Hi, Waddle. But yeah, it's good. It's good to be back to streaming again. I have and to play, generally just to playing Minecraft. I have missed this world. I've been stuck in a horrible place full of work and other boring things, but hey, we get to play at least for this morning, and yeah, we have this whole space, this whole area here is I built it up after the stream ended last week. We did some of it on stream, and and yeah, if we look at just the raw size of it, it's quite something. And I don't know about anyone else, but the repetition in the pattern of the lights just it tickles something in my brain. I quite like it. But yeah, we can't spend all day up here. Actually, let's take the quick way down. So what's been happening is wandering traders have basically been doing that, getting sucked along here, and then they end up in the nether. What's this guy doing here? Get down. Get down. Yeah, all my spawn protection efforts have been in vain lately, but hang on, let's but hey, we have some of these guys down here. Let's get rid of this guy. You are not a wandering trader. So they fall down here, they get stuck. And I've been doing a little bit of trading with them. So I've got a few goodies here. We've got a stack and a half of red sand. Some coral blocks, because we don't have a decent coral farm at the moment. I've got a few of the more rarer plants. I don't think we have beetroot yet, so that's nice. We've got some ferns, some power hanging moss, some eye blossoms, firefly bushes, dead grass, and drip leaf. Drip leaf is something we'll only ever get from the trader. A bit of blue ice, because for the cost of the blue ice, it's a lot cheaper than the 90 odd ice that go into making one from the ice farm. A bit of glowstone and a little bit of moss. And we've also got a few mini blocks as well from them. So we've got a couple of the coral ones I traded back for things. We've got a bit of mini sand and sandstone, some mini chests, which will look really cool when we come to decorating some chest piles and things in the future. Don't worry about these. And we have got a little bit of drops from the piglins that have been spawning. But let's have a look. It's these guys are basically now walking loot boxes. So come on, red sand, red sand, red sand. No red sand. But we'll have some of the blue ice anyway. Come on, red sand, red sand. No. Okay, come on. One of you guys has to have red sand. This guy. Oh, I think that might have just been the one I looked at. This is the problem with them now. As they bunch up, and it actually gets hard to find the things that you want. Well, to find the new ones. Yeah, we've got. This is going to give us easy access to a lot of the mini blocks. No, nothing there. Nothing from that guy. Nothing from this guy. Already spoken to you, it seems. Oh. Pumpkins, no, that's not the orange we want. I think we have one more. Root dirt. No, we'll take some coral. We'll take some of the brain coral. That one actually looks really cool, mixed in with stone in a build. So we probably can't have too much of that, to be honest. Okay. I think we've got all of them now. No, unfortunately, no additional red sand. Oh no. Okay, let's put some of this away. We'll get dressed. Put important stuff in the ender chest. But yeah, so we have all of this stuff. Unfortunately, all of this stuff comes from about 170 hours of AFKing. I finished the farm last 150 to 170 hours of AFK over the last week, and this is all we've got from it. This is possibly the slowest and worst farm in the history of Minecraft. But it is our only way to get red sand, so we'll take this. This will compress down to about 20 to 24 red sandstone, so that should be more than enough for finishing off the stuff we needed to finish off with. Need it to finish off with at the moment, and yeah, we can do some more AFKing there. But yeah, just after the last stream, I had to go away for a business trip and didn't get back till Saturday, so I just left the game open and AFK'd the farm all the time I was away. But yeah, we're coming back to our big list of our big to-do board of awesome to-dos. And today I am wanting to tackle this one a bit. So, but before that, let's a slight side quest. So I want to finish this off. So this looks really cool with the orange from the red sandstone. This one not so much. So what do we actually need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. Okay, so we need 18 red sand. And watch how quickly this stuff goes. There we go. All of that gone in an instant. And then with that, we want a stone cutter. I don't know if any of you guys saw, but after the last stream we were here, I added myself a little piston door here. It's nothing special. It's just we're reading we're using the redstone to power this block. Turning off this torch. If it's if it's powered, and then if it is powered, then the door is shut, and then we have a little switch here to also shut it from the inside. But okay, so sorry, no, this is what I was after. So we want to turn these into walls, and then I want some scaffolding. I think. Do we have any here? Do we have any scaffolding? Yes, we have a large amount of scaffolding. And I also want a pickaxe. And we can make things look pretty. Let's close that back up. Oh, a bit too much. Okay, let's put the that back, and we can fill in that bit. We'll do the same here. Same on this side. Oh, being more careful with the walls. Oh. Let's take these out as well. Pick up the stuff that falls. We'll do this one. There we go. Hey, and there we have it. Yeah, that is so much better. So much better. We may actually have to extend this building as well, I think. We extended it last time when we were building it out, but I feel like I may have miscalculated just how many chests I would need for the amount of farms we want to sort of pack into this island. But that is a future problem. And let's put the sandstone back in here, scaffolding back as well. And yeah, we want to do a sugarcane farm today. The thing is not rendering is really quite annoying. Come on, I spent ages building this. I want to see it in all its magnificent glory. Come on. That's better. It never gets old watching the mobs just falling to their doom in this farm. Come on. Yeah, I think the client actually gets a bit. I think the game client gets a bit upset with just the raw amount of movement we have up there. But yeah, all of those goodies, they get hoovered up, pulled into here, and we're going to use some of them we're going to add to the stuff that's coming in actually. So what do we need today? We need some sugarcane. I think, do we have a decent stash of it over this way? Is there any in these chests? I was using a little bit of it for decorating, but okay, we don't. So we're going to have to go back to the to the base for some of that. I think we're also going to want some redstone bits. So we're going to want some slime. We're going to want some pistons. We have a few. Okay, we have a few observers, but we'll probably use some more of those. Probably some more hoppers. Some more hoppers, and yeah, that should. Oh. There's some more observers there. But, oh. Okay, let's grab the things in here that might be useful. I don't know if we need dispensers. We'll have comparators. Sticks, levers, redstone torches are always handy. Well, just the one hopper here, that's not that useful. What's in this one? That's a almost broken flint and steel. What's in here? Okay. So we'll put the useful stuff in here for now. And then we will head back to the to home base for now and grab a few extra supplies. Let's grab a boat. I was saying something the other day. I really wish the minecarts were faster. They had an experiment on that, but it's just, given the difference in speed between coming along here in a boat versus a minecart, I very rarely use the minecarts anymore. And the minecarts are cool, right? They're just really slow. And I really wish that wasn't the case. Maybe we need like an extra powered, like a boost rail or something added that will speed things up. A supercharged powered rail. Slime, okay. We don't actually have that much slime left. I think a lot of it went into. Oh, I think a lot of it went into our amethyst farm over there. So we'll have to get some more of this at some point in the future. That's not that hard of a job if we take up some of the moss carpets in this up here, then the slime starts spawning like no man's business. Yeah, so we'll take some slime. We have glass down there and building blocks. Where's my redstone? It's in one of these, isn't it? This is the fun box. Take half a stack of chests with us. Where's the rest of the redstone? Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Wait, that goes up there. So, okay. Take hoppers. Let's take half a stack of crafters down there. We'll take the repeaters and the comparators. We have dust. We'll take the observers as well. Target blocks. Yeah, I don't know if we need note blocks, but they might come in handy. Redstone we have down there. That's where we get it from. Take pistons. And let's take some bits to make other bits with. So, oh, our iron storage is almost full. I keep thinking I should build a bigger and better iron farm, but will we ever actually run out at this rate? Sugarcane is the other thing we need, right? That's what we're farming. So we'll need something. We'll need something to get that process started with, and we have a bunch here from. Oh, is that the first time I've had an entire stack of sugarcane? Or did my advancements get reset again? No, okay. That was possibly the first time we've had an entire stack of things. Okay, so sugarcane, and we got some iron. Should probably get some stone. Not smooth. We'll take some smooth stone. Sorry, chests are not sorted the way they should be. Here, we'll take a bit of smooth stone. We'll take some regular stone as well. We've got iron, and we'll take some wood. Is there anything else we might need? Ah, obsidian. So we will head to the bartering farm and get some of that. Oh, quick snack. Also, something killed 2 of my llamas. I have no idea how they died, but I did find 2 piglins in the boat where they were. What is it? Ah, that is a visual artifact from the sheep. You guys stay there. You keep the passive spawns from happening elsewhere. Let's also take. Let's top up our food a bit. I'm thinking at some point of maybe tearing this down as well. It served us well, but the only thing we really get from it is the spider eyes and the string. So, which we don't get that much of, to be honest. So we're not doing too badly on string, but we get way more of that from the bartering farm. And eventually we'll get the spider eyes from the. We get the spider eyes from the witch farm when we build it. So let's head down here. Let's grab some obsidian. So if we're going to use obsidian, we'll take the crying obsidian because it looks cooler, and it lets out a little bit of light, so it's unspawnable. While we're here, take some more yellow frog lights. I feel like they go quite well in the desert. Okay, so also actually we will grab some dirt as well just in case. What do we have here in terms of dirt? Take a stack. Now that I know I definitely had, so I think some of my achievements have reset. Okay. So, where did we put our boat away? Or is it still... what did we do with our boat? I put it in the chest. Okay, back to the desert. And we can have a look at stuff. Okay, we'll put all this into the chest for now. Do we need? We need more chest. Okay, let's have a dedicated chest for this stuff. So this should be what we need, everything we need resource-wise, and then the question I am pondering is how do we want to build it? So there's two ways in which we can make a sugarcane farm. We can either have a large sort of patch of it, and then a flying machine that periodically goes along, goes trims it all off, or we can monitor rows, and then as they grow we can sort of punch them out. Once they get to 3 high we can sort of punch them out and collect that. I think we want to kind of have a flying machine based style one. So actually let's take this down to where we're going to build this, which is underground. And we're going to want to build it the other end of the island. So what I want is for the sugarcane farm to feed into this water channel, this water and ice channel that we have here. And it will drop the sugarcane in here, same as we just dropped the other goodies there. So where's a good place to shove a chest for now? Let's put it here. And we'll go get the other stuff, and we'll get some other bits and pieces, bits and bobs to build the farm with. Let's put that there. So I'm thinking the sugarcane farm will go over there, so will a bamboo farm, and then we'll use the stuff from that to expand things out in the future. I have that ladder that goes up to nowhere. I should probably actually open that up so I can get down easier. Okay, so we've got that. Take we'll take this chest as well, and the contents. Do we have any pre-smelted glass? Yes, we do. We'll take some of the smooth sandstone, and then we'll just take as much sand as we can carry. Actually, I'm also what we could do with is probably taking the ender chest with us, or an ender chest, so that we have access to our tools and stuff. Or I will go and get the I'll go and get the tools, and we can I'll go get the tools, and we can just keep them on us, because unless we spleef ourselves through, well, I mean, there is only a slab between us and the void at the moment, but it's not probably not that likely that we'll end up in there. Okay. So we'll go get some tools. And we'll get started. Pickaxe, axe. We shouldn't need anything else, to be honest. Take that stuff as well, just in case. Part of me wonders if we want to take this guy along, but I think we'll use minecarts for the collection rather than the LA. Could do with is I brought the frog lights on. Cool. Let's just try and light this area up a little bit more, because we are inside. It's a little bit dingy. It's about it's approximately equal. And that is slab. Sorry, half of block 1, 2. Okay. Let's actually do it. I tried telling myself it didn't matter. It does, for no important reason whatsoever. Let's feed ourselves again, and let's have a little look at what we're going to do here. So there is the Let's grab the obsidian for a sec. So there's when I've seen the flying machines, folk do the flying machines in the past, it will tend to be something along the lines of something like this, I think. And then oh. No, other way around. Oh, hang on. No. Which way round did it go? I think it, actually, sorry, I think it was more. No, hang on. Hold. Okay, hang on. We definitely need those. Those wings of stuff there. Oh. And then we have the pistons facing into the slime. And then was it? Oh. Is it this way? We'll figure this out. It's been a little while since I've played, and I think it's showing. I don't know. And then if I update this one. Was it too high? I think it might have been too high. Okay. So, no, other way. And then I think, okay, so then if we go dish, piston on top, yeah, I think it was this way around. And then if we if we update the one up here, I think it should then go across. No? Do we need to update the one here? Oh, I missed a bit. It's not that. Wait. I definitely built one of these the other week when we did because we started from this when we did the amethyst farm. It's just it has faded from memory at the moment. Okay. So we should be able to fly machine by effectively. I think we need something like this, and then we need to power it. Oh, way around. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that one worked, sort of. let's do we not need the slime there? Is that the problem? Oh, there's a little walkway. Okay, that's yeah. So we've got the basic here. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Oh. That's not what's meant to happen. All right, we're getting closer. I could probably go look this up quickly, but that is less fun. You guys can just laugh at me for being a noob. I'm sure. Hang on. So, hang on. Yes. So. We went one looking that way into a block. Oh. Yeah, for sciencing. We are definitely for sciencing right now. Yes, and this one was that way. Piston that way. Piston that way. Then if we update it, what's another one? Oh, no, and then I've got the pistons in the wrong place. No. I really wish there was like a little bit of consistency in the rotation of the redstone components when you put them down. Like some of them you face the way you want the component to face. Others you basically face the opposite direction. Was it that? No. Oh, I think that one's in the wrong spot. And it was... Was it that way around? There's sciences. That should be powering that. Which should be powering that piston into extending. Oh, okay. So we could in these first, we need a piston that will push us out. That piston also needs to be powered. Oh, so an observer above. So every time this is updated, it pushes that out. Yeah. Then we want another piston there. So yeah, so every time that is updated, that gets pushed out. And then this side, yeah. So that gets hang on, that gets pushed out. Was it this way around? Okay, hang on. I think I've got it. So then, no, other way around. Here we go, and then if we put the piston on there, and damn it, because I was shifting, it's gone in a different direction completely. One there, one here. This is being annoying angles wise now. So then if we put one in there, then we update it. Why did that not? I think this one then went the other way around. No. This is a major mental block I'm having right now. I've built loads of these, and suddenly the whole thing has just disappeared from the brain. No, that's definitely not right. Okay, then we need one facing down that way. And next to each, attached to each, we have a block, and then it was a was it? Definitely not obsidian. Oh no. No, wait. I definitely did this with both observers facing up before. Because the return station used a trapdoor to send it back. So we would need a piston on each side facing into a slime block. And then a observer on top of that to be pushed along. And then the wings protruded from the slime block. I feel like we had this earlier and it didn't work though. And when yeah. I'm sure we were hit, we've basically ended up where we were earlier though. And then this just stopped working. Okay, so it's a double power, hang on. Yeah, the double powering of it breaks. Okay, so double powering that piston breaks it. Sorry, double powering the observer is what breaks it. If I oh no, not quick enough there. I definitely managed to walk it just now. Okay, no. We've gone full circle back to where we were, but it's working. So I think this is the basic of what we. This is the basis of what we need. Yep, we are going to go the flying machine route. And welcome in Captain Crumbs. Because this way we can actually have a much bigger area. And we could just send this off twice a day, I think. And I think, because we have a signal that comes through here that changes. So there is a redstone line here. And this will get powered or depowered. It gets powered as it gets dark and it gets depowered in the morning. So I think what we'll do is we'll use that to then trigger this. So it'll go out twice a day. And I think these should be stable unless I think it might break if a sugarcane grows up inside in between things. Okay. So this is we'll keep this for now as a reference. This is what we're going to build to harvest things. Let's send it over the other side actually. See, I can occasionally break it. And yeah, I think it's if the observer gets pulsed twice, then I think it reaches out and it tries to go back the other way. Yeah, that'll be our collection. Okay. So I think alongside that, I needed powered rail. That's something we'll have to go and grab from storage. So alongside that, we'll run a probably a glass box, and we probably want to start it around here where the okay, so we can grow. I might actually need more dirt than I have, so we might have to do a spot of dirt farming as well when we go back. So how wide do we want this to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's as wide as we can actually make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we can make it 12 wide. Oh, we're gonna have to take this out. Well, I'll rely on you guys to remember how that was set up, just in case I forget. It was too low anyway, so we wouldn't have been able to have used it, as it would need to be at least 1 block above the dirt. How much of this do we fill in per stack? One, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. So we get 5 and a bit rows. Do we actually want it to be this wide, or do we want to be able to actually get down the sides a bit? And the other question is, do we just want to grow the bamboo and the sugarcane on the same thing? So we could actually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of bamboo and 6 of sugarcane. Which means we're going to need a lot more dirt. I guess we can start small with it and expand as we need. Possibly a bunch more smooth sandstone as well, as we are going to need to take these out and replace them with with the sandstone. Okay, that's all lit up. Cool. And then we'll need some glass. to continue the structure across. Okay, small gap. We will need to figure out a small change in how this is deployed though, because rather than trigger it as morning kicks in, like it currently does, we will want it to fire only when our flying machine returns. And then these ones come out. Yeah. And then we'll extend the blue ice along as well. And have that run from here. That is a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. Every 8 blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should still work even if it's shorter. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. And then, yeah, that'll be the end. Okay. And we'll have the similar collection systems here. So we're going to need some powder owl. This might have to be considerably shorter though, as we won't be able to have the rows of levers like this, I don't think. The flying machine might ignore them. Yeah. Okay, so let's go gather the missing supplies now that we have a plan. Put the glass in there. We'll put our stuff in there. So we need a large amount of powder owl, which we might actually have over still lying about in the desert. But if not, that is basically sticks, which we have, sticks or wood, which we have an abundance of, and gold, which we have an abundance of down at the gold farm. And then we need a large amount of sand, smooth sandstone, which I think we also had a load of that pre-smelted as well. So hopefully that will get us quite far. No extra powder out. We can take the bamboo. We'll take the bamboo and we'll turn that into sticks when we get back to the main base. Okay, so powder out and a metric ton of dirt, I think is the two things we need to sort out now. So take this. The gravel. Okay. Let's put the sticks in there. So let's grab a hoe. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll put the rest in over this side. Oh, shovel as well. Oh, no, that is the weirdest looking shovel. Shovel. Okay. To be fair, actually, put it that way, we can just use the shovel. The difference between the coarse dirt and the dirt textures is too subtle for. I think if we turn this over a couple of times, we will basically, we should have enough for our purposes today. So it's already 2 stacks. And then we will want to one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll have enough. I should have enough here to build the farms, and we'll have to remember to put at least 1 stack back, because the last thing we want to do is run out of dirt. Though even if we do find ourselves without dirt, we still have moss, and using that we would be able to get some back. Now that we actually have access to TNT, I need to figure out where I want to build a blast chamber. And initially, I was thinking that over there in the middle of everything, that was where I was going to put my storage, my main storage. But I've been thinking more and more recently that maybe I don't actually want a main storage, and that it's kind of nice to have the materials all scattered around the world where the farms are. And doing that means that basically, like, I have a reason to go out to the desert. I have a reason to go over to the gold farm. I mean, I often have a reason to go over to the gold farm because I fall off the paths into the void, and then oh, sorry, I fall off the path into the void, and then I have to go and re-level. But yeah, if all my food and all of my resources and things are all in one place, then I'm gonna have less reason to visit those builds. So I may have a main storage, but I think it's gonna be far less grand than I initially thought it was gonna be. And no worries on the reminder waddle. You did ask, so okay, let's grab this. That's one stack done. Where's the last one? Where is the last one hiding? Oh, around there. Okay, and then we'll do this level. But yeah, I think I kind of want the independent parts of our world to sort of stand on their own a little bit. So we'll have a bunch of stuff over in the desert. Over here we're going to build like villages and stuff as well, and that'll be where most of my trading will happen. And we'll probably need some farming related stuff over here for emeralds. I think the iron farm will probably live somewhere over this way as well, central area. Then we'll have the desert area, which will be responsible for gunpowder and sand and all this sort of rockets, all that sort of business. So anytime I need rockets, to stock up on rockets, I'll have to go over there. Let's go one more with the course dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's too high. Yeah, we'll try and fill this up. But yeah, I'm feeling more and more like I've spent a bunch of time on the desert build now, and the more complete it gets, the less I want it to just sit there and to not have a reason for visiting it. And I feel like we spent a lot of time on the ice farm islands, for instance, but I spend so little time there out of I mean, that's actually another resource we need to get. So we'll head over there today, but I need to find some more things to put out that way so that we go over there, we spend more time, we enjoy the builds that we've built. And I think also the more stuff we have, the more incentive that sort of gives to actually finish to build out something nice in terms of the surrounding structures as well. So I've been more inclined to finish, because of the amount of time we spend at the husk farm, I've been more inclined to make sure that it looks nice. Oh, I'm going to end up losing some of this to the lava in the stone farm, aren't I? Okay, this is definitely going to be enough dirt. This is definitely going to be enough dirt, and then we can go and look at powered rails. This is actually probably too much dirt. We might end up with a bit of a surplus, which is never a bad thing in a Skyblock world. Dirt is possibly the most precious resource in the game. Okay. What else have I dug up? I put down the wrong kind of dirt. Okay. No, and I just did the same thing again. Okay. I wish there was a quicker or more automated way of doing the dirt to coarse dirt to dirt conversion. But yeah, what I was talking about blast chamber earlier is that it would be really nice to automate the dirt production at the moment. So now that we have access to TNT, we could do the same for trees and for stone, basalt. So we can just generate a large amount of it and push it into a blast chamber and then farm it via farm it via TNT, and then we'll be able to get a lot quicker. Because if I remember right, without Silk Touch, Podzol will turn into dirt when explodified. So yeah, I think once we've finished with damn it, how am I gonna get back up there now? Those bits are done already. Once we finish with the stuff in the desert, I think the next step will be to look at some sort of efficient TNT efficient blast chamber, where we can pack it with blocks and get the most sort of bang for our buck with the TNT that we drop. And then we'll feed in things like Podzol from a dirt farm. We'll feed in some stone, we'll feed in some basalt, we'll feed in some logs from trees, and all that sort of stuff into one place, and then we'll concrete we can do as well, from a concrete converter, and then we'll use that to farm large quantities of the stuff, and that should then put us in a much better position going forward for our mega projects. I have to find some way of doing it with the copper stuff as well, I guess. We want to space it out to oxidize and then somehow gather it all up and feed it into a blast chamber to harvest. But well, any kind of copper aging is sort of dependent on us actually having a copper farm, so which is also something we need to figure out. Mass copper production is a lot harder now since the reinforcement mechanics were changed. What do we have left? Okay, just 2. Okay, that's hopefully more than enough dirt. Put 2 of them in here because we took 1 earlier. What was the next thing we needed? We needed powered rails. Okay, I have a bunch of gold over here already. And then we need sticks and we need redstone. Welcome back, Crumbs. Okay, let's break some of these down. Okay. Hopefully that is definitely more than enough powered rails. I think I've gone overboard here. And then the last was blue ice. Do we have a stash of that anywhere pre-made? We have 1 blue ice. How many are we gonna get from this? Because we only need 14. Yeah, we only need 14 blue ice, so. There we go. I'll put this back in the chest here. 14 blue ice. So we've got powered rails, dirt, blue ice, iron I have down there. Let's at least take some powdered snow. Right, that's my inventory full anyway. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else that we. Oh, soul sand was the other. We'll take some soul sand as well. Although I'm pretty sure I do have some down there. We'll take some anyway. This is an area I also need to redo at some point. We only needed 12 of those. Let's take a bit. Oh. Sorry. 12 of those. Okay, and then we can head back to the desert. We might need a lot of glass. I'll put a. So when we get there, I'm gonna put a bunch of sand into the smelter, the little mini smelter we have there. How much glass do we have? Not enough. Okay, just for now. I'll pick all that up in a sec, and we will fill our inventory with sand. That goes in that. Grab the sword. There's something very satisfying about the sound of harvesting the bamboo. It'll actually probably be a shame when we don't have this anymore. Harvesting melons with an efficiency axe. I've not tried the melons for a while. I can't actually remember what they sound like now. No, we don't really have much of a melon patch in this world. We've only got the 3 slots, and I tend to alternate them between melons and pumpkins, depending on what I'm most short of. Okay. This is generated more than I can fit in my inventory. We'll try and do this quickly before all of our stuff over there despawns. Okay. Let's go hoover up what's left. Yeah, this bamboo basically just exists to power the smelter. And once we get this automated, once we get the bamboo harvesting automated, we'll keep a stash of it as bamboo. We'll keep a stash of it as bamboo logs. And then we will basically send the rest out to be. We'll send the rest out to be turned into planks, and then feed those into a giant smelting array. Come on, we're probably not coming up to the 5-minute mark on that stuff yet, but it's getting closer. Yeah, this area will be the desert is going to be where we do our smelting in the future as well. So, as I was saying earlier, just giving the area a reason, giving us a reason to come back here all the time. Oh, okay. That's that done. Last run, I think, and then we'll have everything. Actually, this is probably enough, and we can let the rest despawn. The bamboo plank's nice. Yeah, I quite like the bamboo textures. I like the bamboo mosaic. I think we need more mosaic wood. Okay, let's take that. We'll shove that in there where it can be distributed across our smelters. Oh crap. I took more than 5 minutes. That was so stupid. That was so dumb. Why didn't I just put stuff in the chest? All that stuff. A whole inventory full. Oh, how am I so... How am I such an idiot? We're gonna have to what happened? I threw the stuff on the floor to go and quickly load up the smelter, thinking, oh, it's fine, that won't take me the despawn time is 5 minutes. So I was like, oh, that won't take me more than 5 minutes. And then it took me just ever so slightly over 5 minutes and everything despawned. Oh. Okay. See, this is why we need an overpowered that's why we need an overpowered dirt farm. I'm sorry about this. This is probably the least entertaining content on YouTube you could be watching right now. Such an absolute idiot. All that dirt as well. And the blue ice. That stuff is so expensive. I let like over 1,000 ice just to spawn. Raw ice blocks just to spawn. There. Oh well. It is what it is, as some folk would say. I need more dumpy chests. That's the that's what the lesson here. Okay, let's alright, we're speed running the stuff that just happened, and we'll edit the video. We'll edit the stream once it's up, once it's been rendered into a VOD, and we'll just delete that whole first section. We'll just pretend like it never happened, right? Okay. Oh. Hey, it's a Smash of Pain in the chat. Welcome in. You did not just miss the biggest act of idiocy in the history of Minecraft. It did not happen. There is no proof. Do not rewind the stream. Okay, let's clear. I feel like it's actually gone off quicker this time though, so there is that, I guess. You can only clip once monetized. I don't know. I know that Dome has managed to clip my videos before. Specifically when he's done it specifically to call me out on doing something stupid. Let's go get some gravel. We're running low over this side. So I think you can. I don't think you need to be monetized to clip things. And I know you can edit. I know you don't need to be monetized to edit the streams, because I've cut things out in the past. At one point, I was trimming out the start and end and be right back screens from them. Over time, I stopped. Which one of these is partially filled with grapple? That one's. Okay, so I'll go put this over in the main in our starting area base. But yeah, there's once I'm not sure what button he pressed to clip it before, but I know he clipped me falling into the void once and posted it in the Discord. He's nice like that. So, oh, you did something colossally dumb. Let me make sure you remember it forever. I mean, if the clips are sort of obscured by, restricted to monetized channels only, then that's pretty good, because I'd be surprised if this channel ever ends up monetized. We've been hovering at like 90 something subscribers for quite a while now, and I can't see it getting to 100 anytime soon. Let alone to the 1,000 for monetization. Which is a shame, because the channel has enough watch hours, and I don't see why the subscriber count really should matter too much. If people are watching the videos and watching the content, then the number of subscribers shouldn't really matter too much, right? You would think. I think it's just an arbitrary gate so that YouTube gets to keep more of the money, I think. But as I said, if it means that there are no a means of creating evidence of my stupidity is out of everyone's reach, then I'm not going to complain. Yeah, it's YouTube's way of keeping me out. Although I have spent enough time in their offices in the past that I should have snuck through some doors, found out where they keep the database of people who have the database of monetized channels, and just like tick the box for myself. Oh. You just got Minecraft on your phone. I feel like somebody's watching the raining forest. Yeah. The game's not gonna. I don't think the game will run as well on a phone as it would on a tablet or a tablet or a PC or console or. There's a lot of stuff YouTube does that I have questions about, to be honest, like the sub count and why they don't put any effort into videos replayability. But I mean, you could argue that they do a bit for the replayability. I get old stuff in my feed all the time. So, although that could just be it personalizing stuff to me, but yeah, when I look at the homepage, a lot of the stuff I get is a lot of the stuff it will suggest me is potentially like a year or so, or 2 years, sometimes even 3 years old. But the problem there is it mostly just suggests it mostly just suggests big channels to me. So I'll get a bunch of old stuff from big channels rather than anything new from smaller channels. Which is not always yeah, it's like size doesn't necessarily make the channel better than some of the smaller ones, but that is something that's been proved time and time again with redstone videos on YouTube, right? And the biggest channels for that are things like Shulkercraft, who are garbage channels that show you a barely working design that they've sort of copied from someone else, not understood, tweaked slightly, claim it as their own, and then once you build it in an actual world, it sort of fails immediately. And yet the original creators are normally small channels who do amazing videos of like how it works and what to do and how to prevent any of the problems that you get when you just follow the Shulkercraft tutorial, and they get next to no views. Because their sub counts are smaller. It basically proves that YouTube promotes things made by people who are good at social media, not people who are good at content. The algorithm favors marketing people over like good content creators. And I say that as someone that is I say that as someone that works in has spent most of their career working for marketing companies. So I probably actually fall into the former camp. It's just I will never. The thought of doing anything that I might have to, well, the thought of having to build and use the tools I build for marketing companies for myself is just a step too far. I think that makes the hobby too much like work. Exactly. Clickbaits win over actually interesting videos. I almost never just watch YouTube anymore. So, yeah, I have I did turn off the autoplay a while back because I would watch something and it would just push me to something popular, and it was never great. But so yeah, if I'm watching YouTube now, it's more intentional. I'm going through a list of videos, a playlist that I've decided to watch, or I'm going through a. Here comes the pain. I'm going through like the subscription feed, selecting videos. I don't ever like just turn it on and let it go in the background like I would have at one point. Okay, so it was that. It was Powered Rouse was the other one, wasn't it? Oh, all that powdered snow this morning as well. Okay. Let's try and be a bit more sensible with the Powered Rouse this time. I don't need like 20 billion of the things. Redstone. Yeah. Powered Rouse. Okay, get more gold. I don't need that many. Okay, yeah, that's a more sensible amount. One of the things I'm finding really curious with YouTube at the moment though is they have basically decided that higher speed playback is a premium feature. So being able to play videos at 3 times, 4 times speed three times, 4 times speed is considered a premium feature, which I find weird and a little bit sleazy, because there are from what I've seen, there are basically two main groups of people who will play YouTube videos at above 2 times speed and be able to actually keep up and follow what's going on in them. One of those is blind folk, who the speed at which they can listen to stuff is absolutely insane. Historically I've tried out like a screen reader setup that someone uses on a daily basis, and I cannot keep up with it all. But the other, and that in itself says something, because the other group of people who can keep up with like crazy fast playback of videos tends to be people with ADHD. So now they are charging a premium for a feature that benefits two groups of people, mostly benefits two groups of people who have something that's classified as a disability. It's like, where does that get off? So that to me feels a little bit sleazy, right? It's like, oh, you are blind or you're probably blind and or ADHD, therefore we will charge you extra to consume the content as you want. And it worries me because I have browser plugins that will play YouTube at faster speeds than it can currently do. And I'll often use those to watch something at 3 or 4 times the speed. But actually, I have a large amount of glass here. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a weird thing, right? It's not just me; it is actually a weird thing. Let's how much of this is okay, I'll let that go to glass, and then I think I'll put another load in. No, hang on. Where's the chest? We're not throwing it on the ground this time. We've learned our lesson. Let's get rid of that. You didn't even know that thing. What, the fast playback, or the being a feature, or the fact that it it's discriminatory? Yeah, that there is just a little something I've noticed. Oh no, we don't want a smooth sandstone in there. We want the sandstone. Crap, that's going to be in. No. What have I done? Why do I do these things to myself? There's really no need for it. I just make my own life harder by doing stupid things. There we go. Okay, got all of that. Just take the stuff in here. Oh. We'll take the extra glass. Builds character. I'm not sure it's the sort of character that needs building, to be honest. Alright, let's go take this down to the other end and watch this. We'll get down here and we'll find out that I've built myself a mob farm down here. Part of it wasn't lit up. There's going to be like 50 bajillion creepers. Blow a hole in everything. Huh? That's all sound okay. Put the glass in next, and then we'll put that in. Let's go in here. Hey, of course I'm building this in a slime chunk. This first row is in there. It's going to have the sugarcane anyway, so I think that should hopefully stop the spawns. And if that doesn't, I'll put a row of bamboo at the front. As I'm pretty sure that will stop the spawns. Why am I why am I doing this the hard way? Your boy is an absolute idiot as usual. Let's put that in there. Let's grab the shovel. That one. Let's clear this out. First we need to actually lay the powder out and change up the floor, right? So if I put all of the dirt down, then I'm gonna have to crawl around underneath everything just to put the dirt down. Let's put this in here. Let's take the pick. I'm gonna put my armor in here because I'm probably about to fall into the void with all of my stuff. And yeah. Let's clear this out and we'll put down some full blocks, and then we'll put rails down on top of those. Part of me is questioning if I should be doing this on the happy gas from underneath. That would probably be the safest thing to do, right? But I think instead I'm going to be stubborn and do the stupid thing. Hey Waddle, welcome back. Okay. Alright, we're at coming up 1 o'clock. Okay, let's try and get at least some of this working. Okay, so maybe we'll go for it. We'll build it a bit shorter than we could do. Yeah, we'll build this a bit shorter than we could do, and we'll get it working for now, and then we can probably come back next week and finish it off. I was sort of thinking I'd do a sugarcane farm this week, maybe a bamboo farm next week, but since then I've pretty much decided that I'm just going to have one farm for both, so they are effectively the same farm. And the question then is, how much of this do we want to allocate to sugarcane and how much to bamboo? Paper is nice, and it would be nice to have a good bunch of it for books, and for the eventually for rockets. And I guess the sugar is not too bad. We can use it for a couple of recipes. But it's not that useful in the grand scheme of it. But the bamboo is going to be extra useful, right? It's going to power our super smelter. It's going to give us a solid renewable source of wood that we don't have to work for. So any chests we need, we need to make chest hoppers. Like any generic wood based recipes, we can just use the bamboo. Sticks as well, for things for okay. Okay, some of this isn't lit. We are in range though, so it should be okay. Let's get some frog lights. I actually think if we just go along here, it's not too bad. Just line both sides of the farm. We'll just line both sides of the farm with them, and that should give us a nice light level. And we'll also need that for the crops as well. The sugarcane doesn't grow quite as high as the bamboo will, so we'll probably put a row along above the sugarcane, just to try and light up the middle a bit more. Okay. Because we're inside, the crops will need some light to grow, and they will also grow through the night as well. As we don't often sleep in the desert, because that's basically when our mob farm works. There we go, yep. And annoyingly, slime spawns. I don't actually have a weapon on me to deal with you guys right now. Okay. We have to be a bit worried about one of them coming up behind us and pushing us in to the void, but we should be okay for now. Okay, and we've almost finished here. Should be trying to catch as many of these as possible, actually, because we're going to need some slabs for waterlogging in order to get the sugarcane to grow. And I've run out. Okay. This is all spawn proof, right? Yes. Okay, so it's just the slimes we need to worry about. Let's put that back. So no. Ah. There was some left. Cool. So we'll finish off this bit. And yeah, eventually we can expand this whole farm to run this whole length. But for now we'll go for just this side. And let's put oh, let's do the power rails next. So we run this along here. Actually, well, yeah, the rail should also stop the slimes from spawning for now. So until we put the dirt layer in, they shouldn't be able to spawn. Put these in. Come on. Yeah, we might have to finish it. We may have to finish this next week. We'll see. We'll try and get it into a suitable shape, though. There's here we go. 3 more after this. And then we can get on with the platform to grow stuff. Okay. Yeah, we've got plenty of power rails to finish this off. Well, actually, no, we had exactly as many as we needed. Did I pick them all up? If so, we probably need to go back and make some more later. But yeah, all right, we'll need to make some more later date. But we can put this in for now. So that's our part of our collection system. Oh. Let's put a frog light up just to make sure it's not spawning for now. Oh, that is in the slime chunk again, isn't it? For now, hang on. Here we go. For now, we'll put a roof on it. That'll stop anything spawning in there. We'll come back. We'll take that out later when we need to actually sort out the collection. Okay, so we've got our floor. Now we'll need dirt and slabs. And probably some water, actually. Which would have solved the problem of the ice. Let's go find some water. We'll create an infinite water source over there, and then we'll use that to do the rest. Okay, take some buckets. It seems to me, it feels to me if I just built the standard sort of observer and the observer and piston farm that most people build, then we would have probably had an easier ride with this, right? I've once again done an excellent job of making my own life difficult. So I feel like, is this the right spot? I think so, yeah. Okay, so this will line up with there. Okay. So we'll fill this in with dirt for now. Can you believe I was actually worried about whether or not this would end up being a short stream? We're already at least half an hour over what I would normally do, I guess. Actually, no. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think we're coming up on time of what I would normally do, but... yeah, we're definitely not even halfway finished now, so... I guess that can be a something for us to pick up. It can be something for us to pick up next week and finish this off, and we can get all of the goodies flying. Okay. This is filling in nice. Oh, missed a couple of spots. Oh wow. Okay, so I have all of that and one stack to spare. We'll get some more frog lights. We'll move the ones on the other side over to run on the edge. Wait, I've rolled the buckets over. Okay, let's get infinite water source out. There we go, and then we'll take our buckets of water. Fill those in, and that gives us our water source. Let's take that. What's the correct item for frog lights? Is it a hoe? Or is it the axe? Doesn't feel like either of these are particularly quick. Is it a pickaxe? I feel like they don't mind very quickly with pickaxe either. Okay. Do that. And then... yeah, they mind just as quick with my fist as either of those, but... curious. Let's put both of those away. I wonder what... oh. That was unfortunate. Okay, let's put those away and we'll take the frog lights. And pickaxe. Now, let's take that out. We should grab a bit of dirt to finish off the platform with as well. Yeah, one solitary dirt. Here we go. So that will give us some light. Okay, so all of this is up level 9 at least, so that's not too bad. Okay, so what do we want next? Let's seal up this end of the farm. We'll go for glass along the bottom. Probably makes sense to make that frog light in the corners, but for now, here we go. Get out of it. Let me get my sword. Remember, I don't have any armor on at the moment. So everything hits harder than it needs to. Okay. So we've now got the base of the farm in. So now I think we move on to the flying machine. So we need a row of the crying obsidian. Then we need the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Put that in the middle of that side. Same at the other end. We don't need the crying obsidian here. We could probably have got away with leaves for most of this, but we just need a little bit of obsidian in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, got it in the middle there. Yeah, we only need the we only effectively need a few obsidian blocks here, but yeah, they look kind of cool, and we have an abundance of them thanks to the farm. So okay, we have that, and then we want 2 glass for the ends. So yeah, how do we have this before? So we had like that. Okay. Oh, so 4 on this side as well. We'll put a glass block on the end, so that we don't try and move the walls. And then it's like this, isn't it? One there. One there. No. I messed this up. Sorry. No, the things are one over, aren't they? Let's grab the pickaxe. It was like this, wasn't it? One there. And one here. Yeah, that will move across. And then we'll just need an observer over here to trigger a trapdoor and send it back. So we put an observer here into a block, some dust, and a trapdoor. It will get here, flip the trapdoor will flip, and then we'll send it back. Okay. So next up, we need to figure out water for the farm. Oh, wait. Managed to run out infinite water source there. Okay. So we can actually probably put the water along this edge. How do I get in there to... do I have any trapdoors? We do have some wood. Okay. Let's make a trapdoor. And we'll get underneath, and I think we should be able to place it along here. Oops, that has made a bit of a mess. Hang on, let's get a piece of glass. So it's 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, cool. Here we're at the other end. Oh, we need another glass to block it at that end. Oh, no, it's. Go away. The slimes are a damn menace. Yeah, we'll put that there just in case I get trapped in there. Let's go finish. Let's go block up the other end. Stop the water pouring out. And then we also need to power all of the... Oh, quick snack. We need to power all of the rails. So we're going to need a bunch of levers. I'm not sure if this is actually enough. We'll see. It might. No, it might. Yeah, it should be enough. So we need 24. Oh. Power that side. We'll need to do a run of them along here. Oh, and then we need a bunch of building blocks. We'll use the we'll use the smooth stone for that. Go along the back there. And then we'll send this off and make sure the levers do not interfere with it. It just dawned on me that we're going to struggle to collect the very end row. I was one short. It's okay, we're not going to finish the collection today anyway, but let's see. Are you going to mess up with the that way around? Damn it! It's fouled on the it's messed up as soon as it hit the levers. It wants to take the levers with them, which means that we will have to swap this middle row out for a row of redstone. Oh, for a row of redstone blocks. Okay. That's okay. We thought that might be the case, so we will improvise. let's grab that up and we'll go get some redstone blocks. It's thankfully, if we need redstone blocks, we're in the right place, right? Because we have them being collected and auto-crafted just above us. Let's put that away, that way. Actually, let's hook these trapdoors up. So I'll just go, yeah. And then anytime we need to launch the flying machine, we'll just flip the trapdoor. Yeah, and then any future trip we just go to, and need to power that trap, change the power level of that trapdoor, and away it goes. All right. Wait, no, I did have enough. I did have enough levers. Why did I? Oh no, I've got enough levers now because I took the ones in the middle up, haven't I? That's why I've got enough now. Okay. But let's go get some redstone blocks. We'll fill in that middle line with redstone blocks. Then we need to try and get some. Then we need to figure out where we can and can't. Where we need to put some. Where we need to put some some slabs, waterlogged slabs to grow the sugarcane. We'll grab some bamboo over it while we're over here as well, and then yeah, the farm should then work. We'll just have at the moment we'll just have to manually trigger it and manually collect it, but I think next week we will finish off the collection and the triggering, and that'll give us a good amount of and then that'll put us in a pretty good spot to finish things, to start collecting things, because we also need to extend the collection area there, of course, so that otherwise at the moment we would just end up burning anything that was collected, so that's not going to be very helpful. What is that? Sorry. Oh, I was like, I saw a diamond sword. What was that? And it's on a chest. No, it was in my hotbar. Doofus. Let's here we go. No, we don't need that many. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll power our rails. This is not where I wanted to go. Okay, let's go. No. Oh, it's this way, isn't it? I think I need more ways up and down into this lower area. So I'll need to have a think about that. Maybe something in the corner over here where we can like get down to where the farms are. At least this end. There's these sandstone slabs, our buckets. Okay. Okay, that's 20 buckets of water. Oh. And because we there we go. And now if we have a look, this should be powered the whole way along. Nice. Yeah, because we've done along there, we can fit stuff all the way along. Yeah, we can't use anything in these. So now we need to figure out a optimal pattern for the planting. Hang on. No, that is not the optimal pattern for the planting. Oh, where's my pickaxe? So we kind of want to have as many wood. Oh, see you, Crumbs. Thanks for joining. So actually, some of these are so I think, yes, so if we go one there, then we can plant there. I think the next one goes here. Oh, and then we can plant like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's there again. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's every 3. And the ones in the middle. Cool. Oh, I need the buckets. Oh, hang on, no. That's not right. Neither is that. We put one down there. I feel like I've screwed this up. Oh, I think this might be suboptimal, but we can fix it. We can fix it later if we can, if we're that much inclined. So now slabs. Let's fill these with water. Oh. Yeah, no, that's right. And then we'll just need to do the same further up. The same in the other section of the farm. We don't have enough sugarcane to fill that in, okay. Yeah, and then this side becomes bamboo. Okay, some of which is already growing. But then if we send this off, wait, this guy spawned on my crafting table. No. Okay. Let's put the stone cutter on top of that. Out for now. We shouldn't need tools now. Okay, this we should. Yep, there is bamboo. When the machine goes across again, hey, here we go. So this. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it here. We'll finish this off next week. If I have time, maybe I'll just extend and finish planting the sugarcane and stuff. Extend it further back, but yeah, every time this goes across, it's going to harvest anything that's grown more than one block. Well, then eventually we'll hook up the mine carts to go collect things underneath. We'll build up some walls to stop things escaping. But yeah, this will be a much easier way for us to get the bamboo in the future rather than chopping it down ourselves. Far less risk of items despawning that way. And all of it get funneled into this same waterway. It'll head down, get filed away in our storage area. So I am I'm going to leave it here for today. Thank you guys for joining. This is going to do us nicely. I think and I think looking from how quickly the bamboo's growing, we'll probably have to send this at least more than the twice a day I was planning. But that's even better. More bamboo, more sugarcane, and our desert farming areas is growing. We're going to have an abundance of resources here soon. We can get, once we've done that, once we've got these two farms going, we can start with the auto crafting, the bulk storage, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool what we've got here. And we'll also have to do a bunch more decorating up top, because with all of this stuff here, we're gonna be spending a lot more time around here. So I'm gonna call it here for today. If you've enjoyed watching me make an idiot of myself today, letting all of items despawn and other such, forgetting how to build a flying machine, etc., then do give the video a like, and I'm sure there will be plenty more dumb crap from me in the future. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Bye.